Hello, this is Vivek. In this video, I'll show you how we can use this post editor. It's not a post editor, content editor, and I'll see all these options. That is all these buttons and options in our content editor. And for that, I'll create a dummy text, dummy content. That is a lorem ipsum dummy content. I'll generate a few paragraphs of content from this website. 5 paragraphs of content. Okay, here it is. I'm just copying it. I'll paste here and I'll update it. Save draft. This is a simple text, and we can go back to text to see this in a text mode. Here we'll see all the HTML tags and all. And first of all, you can make this as a bold, and we can use shortcuts also, and we can make it as an italic, strike through with all these buttons. These are the simplest, and we have lists for generating lists. I'll create a new line. I have created 3 new lines, and I'll select these 3 new lines, and I'll click on this bullet list button for making it as a bullet list, and I'll create 3 new lines. Not only 3, you can create multiple lines. I'm just showing how we can create a bullet list and a numbered list, unordered list, and ordered list, and I'll make it as a ordered list. And you can make this as a single list by just clicking on numbers. It will be combined. If you want to break this to a new list, you can just enter 2 times so that it will be broken into 2 separate lists, and it will be combined again. I'll put back this to unordered list, and there is a shortcut for creating ordered list and unordered list. That is just a type hyphen and a space. This is an unordered list, but only here I'll create it here, hyphen space. It's an unordered list. And we have shortcut for creating ordered list also. That is number and period, that is start. It's ordered list. To break through these list items, just press enter button 2 times so that you can start writing a new line or a new paragraph. New paragraph of text. That's simple. And you can get other shortcuts also. If you click on this button, keyboard shortcuts, these are all the options. And command letter in Mac, if it's a Windows, you can use control letter, and for underline U, italic I, and for copy, it's the same in all versions. It's a command C or control C, and paste command V or a control V, and undo, redo, and select all bold. For headings, I'll see these headings, and these are all the shortcuts. Control Alt heading 1 for any operating system. For aligning, or Control Alt R and Control Alt L for align left justify. I'll see in these options. I'll preview this article. It's updating. This page is updated. Here you can see we don't have any justification options. I'll choose it's by default left, and I have updated it to right. This text is updated to right, and I'll align center. Here you can see it's aligned center, and we can use all these options. And if you want to make changes, undo, you can just click on this. It's just that simple. And we can indent a list also by using indent options, and we can add anchor links, and we can make a quote by using a black quote. If I click on preview, you can see this black quote tag around this. Here in this theme we are not able to see any difference, but this is a black quote, slight difference we can see. And if you are copying text from other formatted areas, like I'll open this WordPress blog. If I'm copying this formatted text and if I'm pasting it here, I'll see all these formatting options. This one is heading 2, and this is a paragraph with different fonts. I can identify it by going to text. Here if I see this paragraph is applied with a class of a subheading. To remove this, I'll just undo, and I'll use this paste as text. It's pasted as a plain text. If I go to text mode, it's just a plain text, no HTML tags, no clauses, no divs, just a plain text. And I can disable it by just clicking on this button. And now I can work on our post editor, and we can apply headings also. I'll just select this, and we already have a heading 1 tag, that is a post title, and we can use h2, h3, all these tags, and these are all the shortcuts. We have already seen these shortcuts here through this keyboard shortcuts link. You can play with all those shortcut links. And if you are not able to see this extra line of toolbars, you just have to click on this toggle toolbars button so that you can see all these options. And if you want to include any special characters, like here it's a WordPress, if I want to include a trademark or copyright symbol, just I'll click on here, it will be inserted. If I preview, here it's inserted, and you can see it in a text mode. Here it's inserted. So if you want to include any special characters or anything like that, you can use this option. And if you have applied any formatting options, for example this bold, italic, and strike through, if you go to text mode, this is a strong tag, and this is a M, and this is a delete tags. For these options, to remove these options directly, you can select this text and click on this clear formatting. This all formatting options will be removed from here with this simple button, and we can indent this list. If I click on this list and indent it, this will be indented, and you can have multiple indentations. You can add multiple indentations for and make it back. Just click here, increasing indent and decreasing indent. These are the two buttons for making indented list. And also it not only works for ordered list, unordered list also we can use. It's a similar indent and indent, decrease indent, it's the same. You can use it for any list. And I have seen special characters and undo, redo, all these options. And you can choose a text color also for specific words. If you want to apply, you can choose a text color. If I preview, this is a text color. While using this text colors, please use colors provided with your theme, otherwise it will look awkward in our front end. Use the related colors to your theme. And we can add a break by using this HR. It's a horizontal line, and if I go to text mode, it's a simple HR tag, HTML HR tag. And I have one more option here. You can see it's a simple horizontal line, and I'll remove it for now, and I'll add it somewhere here, this HR. And we have one more button, that is more tag. To what this will do is it will make this text as except till here, and I'll publish this item and I'll go to front end. I'll see this article. Only this first paragraph text will be displayed. If I reload this page, I can see these two articles. Only this first paragraph text is visible because of this more tag. If I remove this more tag and update, if I reload this front end page, I'll see all this full article here. This is the complete article. To hide content, you can use this more tag, and some themes by default display few characters of the text, and they will have options to do that. Those themes will have options to do that. And if I reload, you can see, and if I click on this page, you can see it complete article. This is a HR tag. And whenever we are making changes, we can preview these changes by clicking on this preview button. And here I have making this text as bold and italic, so I can view these changes from this preview mode. If I reload this article, I won't be able to see these changes until I have updated this article. That means users won't be able to see the changes what you are doing until you hit this update button. Only you can see the changes by clicking on this preview button. Here in this URL also you can see the difference. It's a preview ID equals 7 and all this code. Only you can see. Whoever is editing, those persons can see this. And this is the ID of our article, as I have already discussed. And I have covered this special characters. You can add an anchor link by just selecting text. It's linked. If I reload this page, here it's linked to this page, and I will see more about this linking in next videos. These are all the options in post editor, and I have done formatting our first article, and using these options you can create a beautiful designed articles. And if you know a little bit of HTML, you can go back to this text editor mode, and you can change all this HTML code as you wish. And if you don't know, you can work on this visual editor, and using this WYSIWYG editor you can edit the content.